What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade. Basketball analysis coming to y'all with that quick analysis. We're going to do another prediction as we get closer to the season starting. We all happy as basketball is back and a lot of stars is returning. But this list is for the guys that are returning, maybe on a different team, maybe getting more minutes, more opportunity, or even just fitting with a team better. Regardless of what it is, these guys have a huge chance to increase their value, get a big payday, or prove that they made the right decision. And at the end of the day, I tell you the guys that I think can get it, and I'm gonna tell you the guy that I think will get it. So I'm about to tell y'all five people. I'm gonna give y'all four of them that got a case to me that can get it. Then I'm gonna tell y'all my pick. Mitchell Robertson is one of the guys that I believe will be able to put up better numbers. You look at the numbers that he put up last year, wasn't crazy, wasn't spectacular. Plus, he really wasn't getting a lot of minutes, but he was producing. And I think that with a long off season, considering that they didn't make it to the playoffs, they are still a bad team. But they do need better defense, and they do need somebody to fix that paint up because they let a lot of forwards go, this off season. So I'm looking at Mitchell Robinson as a guy that can get you a double double. And even if he can get a little bit more points and a couple more rebounds, that'll put him in the conversation. He's already efficient. He already got the blocking stats. Now it's just about getting minutes, being dependable, and also showing growth and improvement. So I don't see why Mitchell Robinson wouldn't get it. The opportunity should be there. The minutes should be there. And at the end of the day, it'll just be interesting to see what they choose to do with him. Because this is a guy that is in the contract year. People look at him as a guy that is a big piece to the future of this New York Knicks team. Whether if they keep him as an asset or, continue to develop him with Tibbs, one of the hardest coaches in the game, and one that has anchored some of the best defenses that we have seen, whether it was with Boston or Chicago. Mitchell Robinson has potential. He has a lot of it, and he should have extra motivation to give us his best season, if not one of them, this up and coming season. So I like Mitchell Robinson. I like what he's about. He's been very raw. The fundamentals not there, but this long layoff and ability to build your body, not too much change to me team wise for them. I don't see why he can't make a huge imprint on the Knicks this up and coming season, and that's what they want to see. They got a lot of young players on this roster, and they want to see some hope. They want to see something to get excited about, and Mitchell Robinson has been that. Now it's just about, can he actually be a starter? Can he actually be a great defender as a team defender? And can he really, do a little bit more than dunk the ball? We will see this year, and he will have an opportunity to do it. We'll just see if Tom Thibodeau gonna have a short leash on him, or is he gonna let him play through and get some growing pains with it? But regardless of what they do, the opportunity is there. Jerami Grant, I know he didn't look good in his first game, but it is preseason, and they have 72 games if they're healthy. And this team, not that bad when you look at their starting lineup, and you look at Dwayne Casey, a former coach of the year, and a guy that has made it to the Eastern Conference Finals as a head coach. He didn't really have the talent last year. One minute it looked like they was going in a rebuild. Next minute they put up some pieces, and now this team looks like a competitive team that's bad. So Grant is going to have opportunity. He had some good numbers against the Lakers, one of the best defensive teams, and had the best team in the NBA as they the champions. And I don't see why Jeremy Grant can't score the ball. He should be able to get it out in transition. He should be able to get to the free throw line time to time. He should be able to knock down some threes, get some dunks, get some backdoor cuts. And his number should go up from what they was with Denver because the opportunity and the chance is there. They're going to need him to be a big contributor. You paying this man $60 million, so he's a big part of your future. He's a big part of what you're trying to do. Unless you will never gave him that contract, they did need a good wing, and I feel like Grant proved that he is that the last two seasons. Now it's about how good is he, and if he can have a significantly better season, he could get the award. If he has a marginally better season, he'll be in the discussion. And that's why I don't have him winning an award, just because I don't think Jeremy Grant can be that guy. I don't see Jeremy Grant being the all-star. I don't see him being a superstar. I can see him being a star. And you can say he was that in the playoffs for the Nuggets. But did he bite off more than he can chew? Is he really ready for this? And if he is, we gotta give him a fair chance and see what he can do. Don't just judge him off preseason. Give him a whole season, and we'll see how good he really is, and we'll see how they utilize him, and we'll see what he can and he can't do. And it's just about him putting in the work throughout the season and throughout the next season to improve. And if he does that, we'll see what he is at the end of the day. Another guy that I'm rooting for, Markelle Fultz, the former number one pick, became a starter, and he showed that he can be pretty decent. Not the greatest defender, but he has size, a solid rebounder for his position, decent playmaker for his position. And he started getting that mid range jumper back as the season continued to go on. The three ball wasn't there, but he had a long off. So hopefully he can get that three ball to respectable, and hopefully he can keep slicing and probing that defense, finding open guys, finding room to take that mid range and crawl into the rim or probe into the rim and land it off the backboard and get into the free throw from time to time. His numbers are not that hard to improve on, but with him having a whole offseason basically in the entire season, plus his team didn't change that much compared to last year, I don't see why he can't relish and be a bigger part of this team. They need more help offensively because they just can't get it done. Hopefully, he's able to resume that responsibility. He also is in a year where he's about to get paid, and they haven't been in a rush to pay him. So maybe he can prove himself to the people, prove himself to the media, retouch up his image, build up his brand, and prove that he was worth being the number one pick, or at least be an all-star caliber guy. He don't have to do it this year, but hopefully he can have a year that can remind us why he was the number one pick. It's been years since he had the shoulder injury. He has already switched teams. He have already showed that he's an NBA player to me last year. Now it's about showing what you made of, what you about, and what you can really do for this Orlando Magic if you're going to be the franchise point guard of this team. Regardless of what happens, I'm going to root for him. I'm riding for him. But at the same time, he still got to do his part. And if he flop, he's going to be embarrassed. And if he plays good, he deserves it because he put the work in. So we'll see what happens. Michael Porter. Y'all know I'll be riding for Michael Porter, but I don't see him putting astronomical numbers up this year just because they still have Murray, they still have Jokic, and they still have a coach that's not highly in favor of Michael Porter Jr. right now. His numbers should significantly increase because his role will be increased. And that's why I have him in the conversation to win this award. But I don't think he's going to get it just because he's not going to be the number one option. He's not going to be the second option. And he might not even be the third. And that could hurt his case of being the award winner for most improved player. The efficiency was there. The scoring was there. The rebounding was there. The defense, to me, was okay as the season continued to go through. But when the playoffs came, he kind of went down. His confidence was there, but shots wasn't falling. And sometimes he looked great. Sometimes he looked like a rookie, which he was. So you got to be fair. But with that whole season behind him, learning, growing, and still being within the same system, playing with the same similar players in a bigger role, the numbers and the impact should be there. It's just about, will he be consistent? Can he stay efficient? And can he really help this team? Because they lost a lot of talent to me these last 2 years because they couldn't pay everybody. And now this is going to be their nucleus. This is going to be their core that they're going to build a title around. And that's how it should be. Michael Porter Jr. has a big season. They could be around the same where they was before. If he doesn't, they're going to fall down on standings. But other than that, I'm rooting for him. Hopefully he can show, while we all thought he can be the guy, while you all thought that he can be an important piece to this team. He has the chance. Let's see what he do with it. And the number one guy, Christian Wood. Only reason why I picked Christian Wood is because his numbers increased as the season continued to go with Detroit. They was a little empty as he didn't really play with much talent, and they gutted their roster, in my personal opinion, and that helped him be able to put up numbers. The best part about it is he's playing with a pass-first point guard in John Wall, who loves to slice up the defense and love to pass the bigs that can hit threes mid-range and finish around the rim. He can do all three of those things. Plus, James Harden is a guy that draws a lot of attention and a lot of double teams. If he can finish the plays and knock down the shots in those small opportunities, he should be able to increase his stats from where they was last year. His confidence should be high because he finished the season pretty impressive for his standards. The rebounds should be up because he's getting a fresh start as a starter, more minutes, more opportunity. So his number should be significantly increased as a starter and a focal point and an important point of this team offense and identity. And the biggest reason why I'm picking him is because he is building off that season, but he also is getting a fresh start, which means the numbers you put up early can stay around that average depending on how you continue to play through the season. And with him being a good role player and a good complementary player to what this team is trying to do, I don't see why his numbers can't be around 17, 18 points and around 8 to 10 rebounds. And if he can do that, I don't see why he can't be most improved player. Not the huge Christian Wood fan, but he showed growth, showed improvement, and he's playing with a lot better teammates, and they're going to need him as he is an important part of this team for this season and the next two if he stays under contract or they trade him. But Christian Wood was a big pickup. They really feel like he was a guy that they was missing, and now we'll see if he was able to live up to that hype, and that opportunity is there. Now we're just gonna see if he can be able to produce in those moments. Other than that, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that checks it out. Also, you can buy merchandise on my Facebook. You can pick hats, shirts, customize the shirt the way you want it to, customize the hat the way you want it to, change the color, change the logo, pick the logo, message me, I can get it shipped out to you. Not only that, you can also support the channel further by liking and sharing. Liking and sharing the videos allows me to reach more people that see it. The more people we reach, the better it is for me. Not only that, you can support the channel just by watching my older videos, breakdowns of players, legends, rookies, and also summer league coverage, draft coverage, and also breakdowns of summer league, free agency talks, discussions of playoff predictions, also do top 10 lists and stuff like that. In my personal opinion, I bring it all to the table each and every day. So if you love basketball, you can't get enough of it, this is the channel for you, as I do have those variety of content that comes out every single day. Not going to find too many channels like that. And even if you do, it ain't going to be this one. And that's why you should subscribe. Other than that, let me know what you agree or disagree with. I read every comment. Feel free to let me know what you think. Also, hope you guys enjoying your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Quinn Way, basketball analysis. Signing out. And let me know what you guys think about the list. Who I missed, who I got right, who I got wrong. Let me know.